Well, long time no see, everybody. This is Sean with Toodaloo Cards, and I'd like to take a closer look at some of the pickups. I haven't been buying much. I give myself a reasonable budget every month. I'm a school teacher, so hey, that in and of itself kind of sheds a little light on my economics. But I do enjoy the cards. I try to stay within a budget, and then within that budget, I have to find whatever I can find. Obviously, there are some cards that are out of my budget range, and I have to save up for those. And every once in a while, I'll make a splash. But at this point, I'm really excited about some of my latest pickups. These are cards that, I think I'll just get right into it and share the last thing that came in the mail is this 1940 play ball Walter Beck. Really gorgeous card, really cool pose. That's kind of the focus, is just the imagery on the card. These 40 play balls are really cool for the history, for the vintage. What I really love about them is their photographs, and they are black and white photographs. And then the 41 play balls are the colored versions of these cards. And let me just go through the line here and share. This is another recent pickup. Johnny Rizzo. Yeah, these are cards that you can pick up reasonable compared to many cards. I mean, obviously the Hall of Famers in the early 40s are something you got to spend a little extra for, but the commons and just to own the card, they're within reason, and especially in the lower grades. I think this is a really cool card right here. My Lou Riggs card. I love the extension on the pose. I love the pennant, little banner down there. But I just love these 1940 play balls. Here's another recent pickup that I won in an auction, and I was kind of shocked I ended up with it. You got Pop Haynes, and Pop Haynes is the Hall of Famer. I just thought, what I originally was attracted to this card just for the imagery, and come to find out Pop's a Hall of Famer, and it's in really great condition. And so I like that. Just a great example, nicely centered. Slick Kaufman, and this was the first 1940 play ball that I picked up. I like to pick up a baseball card of each year if I can, and preferably one in a slab. I'm very fond of the SGC slabs, but this one's in a PSA. It looks great, obviously, as well. I mean, it's I wanted it for the the legitimacy, for the officiality of it. Another cool card is this mock Roy Hobbs. Obviously, just a kind of a novelty card or whatever you want to call it, but I think that's a cool card. Another card that I thought I would share was this 1939 play ball, which I bought originally for the imagery. I just thought that was just such a killer pose and picture with the socks and the jersey and just the wind up and the hands above the head. And so my very first 1939 play ball And my very first 1940 play ball is Slick Kaufman, which is Richard Kaufman's brother. They were two brothers, and just out of sheer coincidence, I picked up my first 39 play ball and 40 play ball of the two brothers. Another 40 play ball card that I am stoked to have, one of my more recent pickups, is this Charlie Gehringer. Just a great card, really cool pose with the Detroit Tiger Stadium in the background. Just, gosh, I just think it's so cool, this card here. And what's really fascinating is we get into the 42s, and I love this 42 card. In fact, kind of wanted it for a long time, and finally was able to find the card that I wanted. But gosh, what a cool card. I love the banners. A little different, you know, the banners might be here in this picture, but they all, it's not exactly the same, but it's really close. Maybe it's just the cropping or something's a little different, but they're really cool cards to see side by side. Another 41 play ball, Babe Dahlgren. Just a cool portrait card. I love the 41s because of the color. This is Wyatt. I believe I have this in a raw 1940 play ball on its way. So again, just a pretty card, a cool card, just the classic baseball pose. I just love this Rollie Hemsley. Just a cool baseball card. I'm gonna have to check to see if there is a Rollie Hemsley in the 40. See if it's a similar pose. Pinky Higgins, another more recent pickup. You know, you can, you know, I wasn't too concerned. You know, I don't want him totally beat up necessarily, but this one's got some paper loss. But just so cool, the pose. And I love how all the players have nicknames. Here's Bobby Lewis. The 41 play balls are just such cool cards. I love this guy's name, Stormy Weatherly. I love this kind of, I guess you call almost Art Deco, but just the color choices, the pastel. I'm colorblind, so I don't know exactly the palette, but I do love the colors. They do pop in a way. This is another cool card. Lou Finney here. Look at the backs of these. Just really cool cards. And then Tommy Henrik. Really stoked to pick these up. You know, as a collector, I love to get cards. I love to collect cards in each year and try to at least get, you know, a handful of cards from each year. A Hall of Famer or two, just to document the progression, the growth, the changes in the game, the history of the game, the stadiums, the uniforms, the teams. You know, it's just really cool knowing that, you know, here we are in 1940s and 41, and we've got the Detroit Tigers, you know, we've got the Yankees, we've got the Phillies, the Reds, the Pirates, the Athletics, the Red Sox, you know, it's just so cool that baseball's been around and baseball's been there, and it's as strong as it's ever been. It was a wonderful fall and it was a wonderful season. That's a closer look at the collection. Let's take a tour. There's my great grandpa. But there's the Kauffman brothers and my Pop Haynes. Just some cool baseball cards, you guys. Nothing too fancy here. Just cool looking baseball cards. I like the imagery, the vintage. Thanks for checking them out with me. Toodaloo.